Can you imagine like Mormon parents? They're just raising their kids to be holy by like reciting the satanic Bible, so they start reciting.
Hail Satan.
Praise Jesus! Praise Jesus!
Yes! I mean, no! Got him. Stupid babies.
Hey neighbors, welcome to the Kickback podcast here in Utah, in America, in US of A, in Northern America, on planet Earth, in the Milky Way galaxy. This is our Halloween episode.
Why wouldn't you get more specific?
I just zoomed out, like in my head. I was watching that whole thing of Riot, like go through it.
You want more specific? Be more specific?
No,
okay.
no. I mean, why wouldn't you zoom in?
Because I'm trying to reach everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, we're reaching them and then we're bringing them to us.
Hey neighbors, welcome to the Kickback podcast in the Milky Way galaxy, in planet Earth, in North America, in USA, in Utah, in what's your
3rd Street.
Like I said before, today's Halloween. This is our Halloween
We
costume.
don't normally dress like
And
this. Yeah.
Yeah. We
crazy.
have
Usually
Dr.
mine's
Buddy.
white.
Do you want to stand up, give him a twirl?
Woo!
Just kidding, of course.
Ooh, nice. We have Disco Braden.
Jesus. Throws my
I
laptop.
forgot it was plugged in. And then we have Mr. Huff and Puff over here, Anthony.
Hufflepuff.
What'd I say?
Huff and
Puff?
Both describe him.
Yeah, that's true. I'm a huffer and a puffer.
Yeah.
Because everyone knows there are
He huffs that copium.
4 types of kids. Dang, I ruined the
We're
joke.
coming off of a hot Patreon episode.
Oh, yeah.
Some would say spooky, scary.
I had to change. This is my second set of scrubs.
Mm-hmm.
Did you change the chair too?
Speaking of serial killers, what would your last meal be if you were
Hold on, who's speaking of serial killers?
on during the Patreon?
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want to know why we were talking about serial killers, go watch the Patreon. Anyway, zooming back. Speaking of serial killers, what would your final meal be if you were on death row? Or if you were just about to die and you knew it?
It's my last meal. Do I get to finish the meal?
Yeah, well, yeah. It's your last meal.
Yeah. One of those small mints that you can like chomp and be done with.
You just want to be done that quick? You're like, I'm ready to go?
If you were on death row and it was your last meal that you requested, would you keep it vegan?
Yeah. I can't. I've tried going
Damn.
back and having meat, and I can't.
No dairy?
do it.
No cheese?
I don't know.
No eggs?
I
For
want. I want to be able to like. I know I just did something awful, and that's why I'm dying. But I want to feel good about myself, and I know every time if something has like dairy or something like that in it, and I'm gonna eat it, that's what's on my mind.
Would you demand that the lethal injection is also cruelty free?
Can I?
Can
Can
you
I
test this on animals? Sorry, give me another one.
Can I have Can I also watch a show?
Ooh,
No.
final show.
Oh,
'Cause,
well,
I would
let's
love,
do it.
I would
Let's do
love
it.
to like. What I would do is I would have a bowl of ramen while watching Naruto and the crew eating ramen. Maybe specifically, I'd do the one where it's from Boruto, but Naruto and Boruto go back to the same ramen shop, and they're eating their ramen there, and they have a
Go ahead.
competition who can eat the most. And the joke is it pans away, and it's Hinata who has eaten the most ramen. And then when it pans away, so I'll finish my bowl and I'll laugh, and they'll like
Kill you. All right, cool. What about you?
I don't know. I don't really.
You had all this
It
time.
probably would just completely depend on the day.
I bet his
'Cause,
would
like-
probably be like airplane food.
Yeah. You'd like
Tacos.
tacos? That's a good one.
Look, I
Mine
never
would-
don't like tacos.
Mine
you
would
know?
be
They're so good.
mashed potatoes and gravy, my grandpa's roast beef, and a large pizza. Cheese pizza.
That's a lot of food.
You
with
had me in the
ranch.
first half, not gonna lie.
With ranch. With ranch.
Because before my dietary change, mine definitely would have been roast beef, mashed potatoes, and gravy.
Mm-hmm.
That was
That's
my
pretty
favorite meal.
Mine.
I mean, I haven't had it for so. I realized the other day, my credit card, my debit card, my bank account has. I don't think it's ever bought in meat.
Okay.
I stopped like Well, I guess that's not entirely true. I did try fish, but like I've never gone to like a grocery store and bought meat with my card because I went non-meat eater before.
You got a new card?
No, before having a bank account.
Oh.
Oh,
Right, isn't
Wow.
that
He's had the
weird?
same bank
Isn't
account
that
this whole time?
weird?
that's pretty weird.
Gone through 3.
Wait,
bank
why are you?
accounts.
Hold on. Why? Do you change bank accounts?
No.
I moved one time.
Are they looking for you right now?
Yeah. No.
Hence the disguise.
I moved down south.
Yeah.
Didn't have my bank there. Then I moved.
Oh, see, okay. I actually did change because
Of
my previous
location.
bank from my hometown was like local.
That makes sense. That one makes sense.
And then I moved back up north for like a year.
Yeah.
And I had a bank account there. But then my home branch wasn't down here. And I didn't like the branch down here. So I stopped going to that bank. But I still have an account with them. I just have one that I use online. But it's a credit card, not an actual checking account. And then I just use Cash App now. And we're not sponsored by them yet.
What's your account?
What was your account number? What?
My account
bank
is
user?
S. Oh, wait, I can't say it has my full name.
Well, when you say it anyways.
Yeah.
That's okay. Weird. Okay, all right.
I don't know.
Oh, so people can send me money.
I've always okay.
Because it's not my bank account and routing. It's just my name. I have a bank account and a routing number, but
So I was at
Nothing scarier than finances.
It is, yeah, one of the main reasons that couples end their relationships.
Yeah, and probably one of the main reasons people kill themselves. Sorry, continue.
So I was at the store the other day and I saw a car that had somebody's Venmo on it, right? So you can send them money.
Sure.
And I was looking at it and I'm like, what happens if I just like request $5 instead?
Nah, you
They
got
just
me. You
don't
got
pay
me.
it. They just don't pay.
But do you think they would notice and do that, or they'd be like, accept?
Maybe.
Does it just say accept? There's got to be like extra steps before
Probably
you
is,
actually
I don't
send the
know.
money. Because
Yeah.
you have to
You-
choose where you send it from.
Okay, I'll request $5 from you, and then you figure out what happens, and we'll.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll not.
Yeah.
I still stand by that homeless people that are begging for money on the side of highways and stuff should have their like Venmo account on their cardboard.
Right.
I still think that's a
Genius idea.
you'd triple, quadruple the amount of donations you
I
get
will
just
say-
because of the convenience.
At my place of employment, I've run into a few issues where we had panhandlers walking through the parking lot,
Panhandlers, that's the word I was
and they would like, hey, do you have any money you can do? I'm like, no, we don't. They're like, okay, cool, yeah, I have Cash App and Zoom. And at that point, it's like
In Zoom.
Well, because
That's
my
right.
excuse is always I don't carry cash.
Venmo. Yeah, I don't have cash. I'm like, oh yeah, no
Which is
problem.
true.
I have Venmo and Cash App, and then you'd be like,
I
you got me there.
I don't carry
You
my
got
phone on
there.
me.
Oh man,
Yeah, what are you
Okay.
gonna do?
Phone's dead. Oh.
Ooh, that's-
Sorry, I meant I don't have money either.
that's
be
that's
clear.
usually mine. I'm like, dude, I'm in a similar situation. Like, I don't have any monies to give you. Speaking of my work, though, this is something I think is fairly thematic to something we talked about not too long ago, and it's spooky season. We have a new member,
Okay.
and I'm talking to this member. He died. He has been here for 46 years, but he is 4 years old.
I don't think that's how that works, but
No,
okay.
that's how that works because he
I
died.
don't think your age gets reset though.
No, yeah, I'm confused.
He died technically 4 years ago.
Yeah.
But-
And then he was
What
brought back to life. He was considered dead and then
Mhm.
considered alive again
resuscitated?
on October 13th of 2019.
Ooh.
So he was dead and now he's alive. In my books, if you go from dead to alive, that's a new life. You know?
Mhm. Yeah.
Same person. He's been here for 46 years, but he's only 4 years old. And
Do you
So-
speak Spanish? Yeah.
no.
Oh.
So at your work, do you allow 4-year-olds to sign up?
Do I need to cancel his?
Because if
You
you really
do, yeah.
consider it,
Yeah.
Oh.
his credit cards get canceled.
Everything closes out.
You're starting
Um,
over. I hope your parents are still around.
You got to go to
take
high
care of
school all over again.
Oh man. Do you guys think you could pass high school? Like,
No.
I would fail.
I
you.
would.
Like if I had to go take all the finals right now, probably
Oh,
not.
fail, yeah.
But like if I could,
go through high school, then maybe.
no,
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
better at
like
learning now.
I bet I could refresh my memory in like a few weeks of studying.
I agree to that. But if I had to go do it right now, nope.
I think I could pass.
You think you
I
could
don't think
pass?
I'd get very good
You think
scores.
you could
but
pass like an algebra test right now?
I would
yes,
fail math.
algebra for sure.
I would fail math so easy.
Biology.
Yeah,
Oh, I'd pass biology.
geometry questions would get me.
Really? I'm
Mitochondria is
good
a
at
Well,
powerhouse
because a
of the
lot of that
cell.
is memorizing like the formulas for
Yeah.
calculating the area of a circle, like stuff like that.
So it's algebra, isn't it?
No, algebra is a lot more
Or are you thinking of arithmetic?
algebra. Pull up a random algebra question. I'll answer it right now.
Okay.
And I have paper. I'm not gonna write on it though because it's a prop for my costume.
You got it?
Yeah.
Good then.
This one says, can you solve this in 60 seconds? If x equals parentheses x minus 3 equals at negative
Oh, I have to see it.
Okay. So it says, can you solve this in 60 seconds? If x parentheses x minus 3 equals negative 1, then the value of x cubed parentheses x cubed
Okay, I do
minus
have to
18
write it
will
out.
be.
Because there's like multiple steps to this.
Yeah.
X parenthesis
X minus 3 parentheses
x minus 3
equals.
equals negative 1.
Yep. Then the value of x cubed parentheses x
Oh, I
cubed
have to have like the
minus-
quadratic formula for this?
Yeah, because you
Oh,
need formulas for all
boy.
of algebra.
Oh, luckily we just talked about this on the pod. So it's negative b, which is 3, plus or minus the square root of 1 squared.
I don't think he's getting it, boys.
No, he ain't gonna get it.
I don't remember the formula, I guess. Negative 3 plus or minus negative.
Like, I guess simplifying to the lowest term is easier. I could do those ones probably. Like, this one is simplified to the lowest term, x to the 6th power plus a to the 2nd power, x to the 3rd power, y, divided by x to the 6th power minus a to the 4th power, y2. So the x's would cancel each other out, right? And then you'd be left with a2.
Do I get an index note card? Come on, I would have that.
I don't know.
If I could write down all the
I don't
formulas, I
know.
could throw it.
I don't know. I think
Will you
you
look up the
failed.
quadratic formula real quick?
No, you
I just want to double check it.
No.
I failed.
Okay.
This is
But that's just
riveting.
one question.
This is riveting.
Hey, are you smarter than a 12th grader?
Quadratic formula is
I want to know if I remembered this from like 2 weeks ago or whatever, last
Right.
week.
it is negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac
Mm-hmm.
divided by 2a.
2A.
Ah, you're missing an a.
No. Sorry. I did have 2A, but A is 1.
Yeah.
So it's 2.
Okay.
So I actually had it right. I just needed to complete it. So that would go over here. What is 4 times 1 times 1? Okay. So negative 3. What's the square root of negative 3, Braden?
I don't know.
Vadicadabra.
So we... Yeah, I could do it.
Yeah, I could do it. Okay. So this guy 4 years ago is living in Texas. Dun dun dun. Scary. I know.
It is in the winter of 2018 or whatever it was.
Right? And he's at a Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
The way their Walmart was set up is there's a parking garage that you need to go to because there's no parking next to the Walmart. So you go to the parking garage, walk it, cross the street, get to Walmart.
Okay.
He's leaving to go back to his car.
Mhm.
While he does this, 2 or 3 people come out of the Walmart. They run up to him with a crowbar into the right side of his head. Like, not just hit him with the blunt side. Sticky side or pointy side goes into his head.
Kills him.
That's basically like the time I got hit in the head with a golf club.
Almost, yeah. He gets knocked down. They move him to the gutter. They rob him of $200. It's in his cash.
Jeez.
This happens at, on the cameras, 2:15 a.m. The ambulance shows up at 4 a.m. Nobody calls that. Nobody calls. They just keep walking past.
Mm-hmm.
And like, there's video footage of people just being like, "Oh, there's just a dude sleeping in the gutter. Oh, what's that red stuff? I don't know." Nothing happens until somebody finally calls and says, "Hey, I think somebody's dead here." They show up. Now, the reason this is relevant is spooky. Somebody died, got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
But a couple episodes we talked about what happens when you die. right?
That's why I was asking if he learned Spanish all of a sudden.
Right. And I mentioned that there's a study where people are saying you go into like a hyperactive brain mode. And it's almost like you're looking at yourself on the outside and reliving your life. Or some people will see their demons in insomnia or for schizophrenia. For him, he went outside and he realized a few things. He says, Earth is just a game that we're playing. It's just something somebody created, and you can go to Earth. You can go experience this pretty much virtual reality world. He's there, and it's just exactly him. Same height, same like ability to interact with the world and perception. And he's looking at this, and he's like, "Oh man, I've only been here for a couple times. I just barely got to Earth. This is so new. I don't want to be done yet." But he's been here for 42 years, and he said that to him it felt like almost as if you move somewhere and you've been there for a year, maybe 2 years. That's how new it felt to him as far as time progression goes.
Okay.
Or what his actual bit is. Now, he can't actually interact with the game because he's no longer in his game's character. But he sees the ambulance come through.
He got logged out.
Essentially, right? He can move in spectator mode, I guess is the right way to do it. Like you're playing Among Us, you're now a ghost and you're flying around.
Among Us.
So he's sitting there watching. He's like, dude, I'm dead. I don't want to be done. Like, I just got here. I want to continue. I want to keep playing. I want to go back into Earth. Ambulance comes in. He gets there and he watches inside the ambulance, and he sees them going, and they're like, we can't bring him back. This guy's like, this is it. He's dead, right? And he's like, no, I'm not done. So he goes back in, right? And he's brought back. He's alive, but he's in a coma. He's there for a little while. Finally comes out of his coma, and that was 4 years ago. Dude has no control of his right side of his brain at all. It's just completely dead. The people, they caught him because it was all on camera. They asked them, like, was this some sort of motive? What happened? And they go, no, we were just robbing people. There was literally nothing about him that was special. It was just like, hey, we're robbing people. There's a people.
There's a people.
So they kill him instead.
They tried to.
Yeah, so we killed him. They're all in prison, right?
Good.
He got a hefty payout, which is crazy. Or not crazy, they got a hefty payout, but it's just crazy that this happened.
Okay. He wouldn't get a payout.
He did, yeah. He showed me his bank
What?
account.
Like from them?
I don't know if it's from them or
That doesn't make sense.
I didn't ask the specifics of what happened, whether it was negligence from Walmart or something. I don't know, but he did. He got quite a lot of money from it.
Ooh. In that scenario, if he has life insurance, does he get that payout?
He did
die.
die.
He died.
Maybe that's what it was. But dude's like jacked now too, and I think part of it is because he doesn't have the same limiters in his brain to like tell him you should stop doing this weight because it's too much. So I think he can just keep going. You know.
I have a question based off of this. If you had to choose a religion, which religion would you choose?
So I asked him, and he said, honestly, I don't care what religion you choose. I think as long as you're following the virtues that religions teach of just being a good person, you're going to get there. Because he's like, heaven and hell don't exist. We're just inside Earth right now. And when we're done playing Earth, our game's over, we go back to whatever out there is. And he's like, honestly, like we have memories. We just choose when we go into Earth to wipe them so we don't have influence and we can experience this game fully.
Anyway, that's sick. But what would you choose?
I've chosen none.
If you had to.
If I had to choose a religion.
If you had to choose a religion.
Why?
I just want to know.
Satanism.
Okay. I guess if you had to choose something to be real.
Oh, like we had to choose a religion to
Satanism.
be real.
Yeah.
Probably
It doesn't have to be like a organized. It could also be like a cult, you know, just not atheism. So for instance, if I had to choose and I wanted to choose, I would definitely choose Cthulhu.
Can pagan count?
Yes.
Pagan.
Cthulhu,
Satanism.
Satanism.
All right.
All right.
Which is basically what I already believe, so.
Yeah. But like
Well,
with Satan
You're honest and
No, that's not what
fortuitous.
Satanism is.
or with God.
No.
Which Satanism are you talking about?
The actual satanic church.
There's a couple because there's the satanic church that actually believes in Satan. There are those people.
There are those people. They're not in the.
And then there's the
Satanic
satanic church where
Yeah,
That's
that one.
the one that I said.
Yeah.
okay, sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and actually open my drink real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been waiting. I'm ready.
Right, ready? Do
Yeah.
a spell.
Open sesame. Oh shit.
Dude, that
was
worked.
Good.
That was
Yeah.
crazy.
I thought you were gonna do the actual spell from Harry Potter.
What's the actual one? Do you know?
Yeah.
What is it?
Well, I guess that's just to unlock it.
Yeah. What's the unlock spell?
Alohomora.
Alohomora.
Hello, how are you?
Ah.
It's not. Oh.
I didn't have a
Aloha.
can, so we're gonna do the bottle. Alohomora. Wow, it worked. That's crazy.
Whoa.
That was.
Yeah.
I know that
Such a
looked
bad-
cool, but also
Yeah.
leaving it in is probably better.
You guys want a fancy little
No.
skeleton to drink out of? Skull's head. Okay, but
This flavor
I would
sucks.
prefer not to spill everywhere.
is that the grape one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, what is it? Berry Blast?
Wildberry, which I'm pretty sure I've had before, but it doesn't taste very good.
That sucks.
Rip.
But hearing the story, I was like, hey, you know what? Maybe we should do some true crime stuff for Halloween.
Ooh.
Okay.
We're
So
gonna
I'll do
figure out-
robbery.
I'm gonna rob people at Walmart with a crowbar. What do you do?
I'm going to. You're both doing robbery. I'm gonna be a serial killer that doesn't get caught.
If you guys could do one thing, and you do it once, and then after that it can never be done again, what would you do? Not necessarily like a crime, just one thing.
You take an action, and it is the last time that action is ever performed.
Yeah, for me, it's gonna be well, I had to do this, so everybody else has to suffer through it too. I
Okay.
had to pay my student loan, so you need to as well. I had to make it on minimum wage, so you need to too. I'd do.
So you're
Wait.
taking like the super general action of that?
Yeah, I want to find a way to take I had to do X, so you have to do X as well. Because I think that's something that holds society back so goddamn much.
All right,
So
I'm gonna
I
be a
do-
bad person.
I do
I didn't
one
realize we could be
thing.
that generic.
I do
That's
one
super
thing,
generic.
and
That's
we
not that
never
bad,
do it
right?
again.
Yeah.
Like as a human race, we just never do it again.
Mhm.
Sex. Let's go. Fuck you guys.
You would fuck us.
Yeah.
Joke's on you. I do coitus.
Yeah. No. You can't
I have
partake in that
intercourse.
act. So the human race goes extinct. And I'm the last person to fuck, so baller.
You and one other person, or at least one other person.
Ooh, true.
At least, yeah. Do you like go out in a giant orgy?
One giant orgy.
Oh, wait, hold
bird.
on, no. If we need to be super specific, like you're saying, it'd just be sex between a man and a.
Oh. Ooh.
Ha ha ha.
I would conceive.
You can't.
That would be my
you
action.
Can't do that.
I would
That's
have-
not- you just
I
not-
would have-
So he would knock someone up, is what he said.
Yeah, so I'm saying that no more babies.
No more babies.
No more babies. That's what I'm trying
So
to
you
get
would
at.
knock somebody up. That's your action, is to
Yeah.
impregnate someone.
Yeah, so there's
Okay.
no impregnating ever again.
All right.
Not even through like fake insemination.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can specify it. Like
I am.
Nah.
Yes.
Well, what do you do?
What about clones?
You know?
Ooh, yeah,
then,
stem cell research would be crazy.
Then if they make
I'd
clones,
clone
they make
myself.
clones.
We'll team up. I would not return my shopping cart.
Yeah.
Last time.
So you're just going to take shopping carts away from homeless people? They need them.
As long as they return it at the end.
They just have one for like 6 years and then they finally return it.
Yeah, put it back. That's all I'm saying.
I would make a post on Twitter.
Ooh.
What would it be? What's the last Twitter post of all time?
Yeah, let's hear it.
You didn't think this far ahead.
No, he didn't.
No, I'm trying to think. Would it be funnier if it's something elaborate, or if it's just something like your mom?
Ooh. I lost the game.
No, that's good. I would do that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost the game. Nobody can reply ever again.
Yeah.
That's done. Everything's over.
I think that's a 2-in-1 because you also win the game because it's the last time you lose it.
Well,
So
If you want to be the best person, right, you just like kill yourself. No more suicide.
yeah, make everyone that loved you around you not able to kill themselves when you kill yourself, so they get super depressed and have to live
this is
with
like
it.
a double whammy because you kill yourself, which makes everybody else sad. So you get rid of suicide and people being sad.
No, because you're not
Ooh,
sad.
'kay.
Unless you're sad.
I know how we can resolve this. You take an action, and then the evil genie is the one that determines what action is actually being performed that can never be performed again.
So you need to like monkey paw it.
So you can't be like, I kill someone because then I get rid of murder, but then it's like,
Right, you can never kill
All
somebody
killing
with
is
a
bad,
knife.
so like war is done. Oh wait, that would be good.
No,
You can't
you
defend
kill
yourself
someone.
with
You
self-defense
kill
or-
someone with a gun, so all guns are banned. But people can still kill people. You just can't kill people with guns.
Yeah, they could switch it up like that.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So Anthony tries to do his thing, and they're like, okay, no more.
insemination.
It'd
cream
be,
pies.
yeah. You get somebody pregnant. It's okay, you can no longer get pregnant through PIV.
He
I
just
only-
actually changes anatomy or something.
I only get pregnant through POV. You know what I'm saying? Dab me up, son. Come on.
POV.
Come
Point of
on.
view.
Come on.
Why?
You guys suck.
I have a laptop in my hand. I don't have.
You have a hand. You can do
I know,
it.
and a laptop.
So
is there.
scary stuff.
Yes. So I have on here, 3. Did I almost say out?
No,
I have
it's loud.
6 stories. We're playing 2 truths and a lie. So we're gonna do 2 of them separately. I have 2 true crime stories that actually happened and 1 that's fake. We'll do that twice.
Round 1.
Round 1. All right. You guys ready for this? Do you think
You
you're
have
gonna
it
get
marked
it?
fake,
Do you think you're gonna get it?
or do you just know them?
It's good. The first one, the lady in the white dress.
Fake. Just kidding.
This took place a day before we entered lockdown mode in New York. I was in my room listening to music when the doorbell rang. I live in a building, and most of the time when someone rings the bell, it's usually for neighbors on the first floor. I decided to ignore it because I wasn't expecting anybody or any packages, but the bell kept ringing. My mom came into my room and said there was a woman outside. I got curious and went to her room to see from her window. But when I did, I saw the woman walk towards the door. Someone had opened the door for her, or so I thought. I went back to my room, and as soon as I did, I heard someone knocking at the door. I ignored it and went back to my mom's room to let her know. It was strange because we've never seen this woman before. When I got to my mom's room, we heard the bell ring again. This time I decided to look out the window from a corner so she wouldn't notice me. But when I looked outside, she was standing there in her long white dirty dress, looking straight into my eyes. She slowly moved her head back. That's not right. She slowly moved her head to the side, gave me the creepiest and wildest smile I've ever seen, and slowly waved her hand at me. I turned around to tell my mom, but when I looked again, she was gone. That's not the true crime story I was looking at before. The heck is this?
I
think that one's fake.
I was very
Because that's not
much
true crime.
trying to visualize this, and the idea of like them knocking at the door, so you're like, I'm gonna go peek, because I do that all the time.
Yeah.
And they're just right there.
Smiley, you like this?
That was good.
Right.
Well, you like look, they're there, and then they Stewie Griffin it and turn their head.
Yeah, this one's more horror
You're
story
just
things.
not a creepy grin. You're just like a embarrassed grin.
Oh, it's sheepish. Is that your embarrassed one as well?
That's the same one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next one is Clown in the Attic. These are more horror stories that happen rather than true crime. The other one I think is the other one I was thinking of. Have you ever felt like you were being watched? In your own room? When I was younger, we used to live in a median single family home. I had my own room with my own half bathroom, which also had access to the attic. I remember being up there a few times and made it my own personal play/movie room. Never saw anything strange until that night, December 9th of 2001. I don't remember what time it was, but I do remember that I couldn't sleep. I couldn't play or watch a movie because my parents were sleeping, or so I thought. I was moving side to side on the bed until I found a comfortable spot, and all of a sudden I heard people talking. It was the television. The volume was so low I thought it was my parents not being able to sleep as well. I didn't think much of it until I heard my attic door slowly open and saw a person in a clown costume. He silently giggled and said, "Come here," with the most creepy grin you can imagine. Anthony, one more time. Perfect. I closed my eyes and screamed. Thankfully, my parents rushed into my room. I explained what had happened, but the clown was gone. My dad called the cops, and when they investigated the attic, they found a secret small room. Inside of it was a rope, a knife, and a picture of me sleeping.
Woo.
I never saw the clown again.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's the fake one.
Well, we have one more. The Witch.
I think they're all fake.
I remember this as if it had just happened yesterday. It was my 7th birthday. So that wasn't yesterday?
Sorry. I was like, I remember this as if it happened yesterday. 3 days ago. I was.
I remember all of my cousins in the back room of the apartment being entertained by one of my uncles. He was twisting his eyelid upward, which made my eyes hurt. All of a sudden, I glanced at the window and saw a black figure on the backyard. My cousins were so into the eyelid being twisted that they didn't notice me walking towards the window to have a better look. And when I did, I couldn't believe my eyes. I saw what seemed to be a woman floating in the air. I didn't say a thing and fully cover the window with my curtain. My uncle got tired and decided to go with the rest of the adults, and my cousins followed him. I stayed behind, and when I was alone, I decided to give it one last glance. I slowly lifted the curtain, and when I did, her face was right in front of mine, being separated by the glass. I am convinced it was a witch, her eyes all black like a piece of carbon. Her nose was very pointy, and her mouth looked at it. It looked thin. I didn't scream or move. Instead, I slowly let go of the curtain as I saw her going away, floating into the night.
I like to believe in witches, so it's definitely the second one.
Wow, they reused the looking through the window and the face being on the other side.
I know.
Rip.
Mm-hmm.
Not nearly as scary the second time.
No. So these are 3 separate stories submitted by 3 people. So they could all be fake, but 2 people claim that this actually happened to them, and 1 person says I made this up.
The
Okay.
clown one is made up
Why?
because
I think the clown one is made up too.
yeah,
The other 2 are real?
yeah, because it takes a clown to write that shit.
Takes a clown to write. I don't know. It sounds like something that somebody wrote earlier today. Yeah, the clown in the attic is the
Okay.
fake one.
It's. Oh.
Yes.
I mean, it's not that deep.
He's hyped about it. He
Um,
got there. He's a whoo
I feel like the other ones are just
believable enough.
subtle enough that someone would believe that it happened to them.
For
Where
sure.
the clown one is like, I don't know. It's hard to imagine someone imagining that.
Yeah, they're
Bro, the clown guy would have just killed him in the bed if he wanted to kill him.
yeah. And how did he get away?
Like the picture of them sleeping, I think I could see someone like they hear some weird noises in the attic, they're tired, whatever. They look, they think they see a clown, they run away, they get the parents, they go back up, and they see like a knife in the attic is just scary enough that they're like, oh shit, the clown had a knife. But the night, like the picture of them is where I was like, nah.
For
in the
me,
hidden room.
the other 2 could be pranks, but the clown one can't be a prank because it doesn't. Clown's gone.
I don't know, pranksters these days.
Right? Yeah. I mean, we did go through the clown thing a couple years ago for people in high school.
Plus, attics can have windows, can't they? Like,
yeah. But yeah, because the one in New York, it could definitely be. It could definitely be someone just doing that to pull a little prank, a little
Yeah.
schmaz, a little joke, and then the other one could very likely just be the family trying to prank this person. That's why they weren't paying attention at all.
it's someone just like actually getting like doorbell ditched or whatever.
Yeah.
And it like traumatizes them for life because they got in their own head or they're
Oh man.
like on acid while someone tries to doorbell ditch them.
Oh, that'd be good.
Or better, they're on acid and someone is like trying to give them their Amazon package and they think it's like a ghost story.
Like, hi, I got your Amazon package. Oh shit!
They're like freaking out. They're
It's my
freaking
new
out.
favorite way to deliver packages to people. I'm gonna start delivering food to people. I almost said where I work. I'm gonna start delivering food to people like that. Just knock on their door and be like,
You did say where you work. Yeah, that doesn't matter. There's so many.
no, we'll just bleep it.
Okay. There's so many.
You like tap on the window and they like open it up. You're like, hey, I've got your food here. And they're like, ah! It's like, bro,
It's not even you like dressed up anything. They're like, holy shit, look at that guy.
Yeah.
Let's go 2 for 2.
2 for 2, 2 for 2. The next one, this is from the dark web.
Cool.
These stories that happened. The first one, story 1, vegan drug market.
Fake.
Them damn vegans. Do you want me to read the names of them? You guys can guess what they are based off the names.
Yeah. So go ahead. Vegan drug market.
A moral human trafficker.
A moral human
Yeah.
trafficker.
Jilted lover enacts revenge.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay.
This is hard all based off the story.
In my head, it
names.
was like the vegan drug market subtitle,
Oh,
a moral human trafficker. I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know how those combine.
I don't think amoral or immoral.
Amoral.
I don't think there's such a thing. So
Why
that's the fake
Why
one.
would they specify immoral human trafficker?
Yeah, right.
No. I'm not like the other ones. I'm immoral about it.
He's a moral human trafficker. Nah, that's fake.
You don't think so? What if you're somebody who goes through and finds people being humanly trafficked? You purchase them and then you get them back to their home. You're technically human trafficking, but you're doing it morally.
Fair. Okay. Then I'm gonna have to go with the third one because it's just common enough that it's like, oh, like
What was it again?
believable.
Jilted lover enacts revenge.
Okay.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a drink first. Get my
Ooh, me too.
Vegan drug market.
yes.
I'm ready.
Veganism is a growing trend worldwide as people seek to reduce their carbon footprint and animal product consumption.
Mhm.
For those seeking to extend their vegan habits to other aspects of their lifestyle, you can now buy vegan drugs on the dark web. I just love the idea of this being an ad campaign for being vegan. That's what I was laughing about.
What drugs are not vegan? Exactly.
One's made with gelatin.
It's just the capsules.
Mm-hmm.
Let's find out. Come on. Or are
I
you
think that's
regretting it?
No, I think that's what this is. Vegan cannabis cookies and LSD tabs are for sale if you're looking to partake while not consuming, causing harm to animals. Some dark web drug cartels have even taken their ethical claims a step further by selling ethically sourced drugs such as DMT. And for those seeking to reduce their carbon footprint, some companies are going green while selling green. A few dark web drug cartels are selling Class A drugs in reusable containers. That's the story. It was literally just like a
Class A drugs and reusable. Yeah, so this is the heroin needle that was used last week by some other guy with hepatitis. Here you go.
Reduce, reuse.
Reduce,
Come on.
reuse, and recycle.
That's fake.
yeah, it's so weird. That's not even.
I could definitely see some like crazy Twitter people doing that, but
Yeah. All right.
I just don't think.
It seems like
like
a Tumblr post.
Yeah,
That
drugs are
one.
already pretty much good to go. I mean,
Right.
No, not edibles.
why?
There's vegan gelatin.
Right, but do they specifically make the edibles with
Also,
vegan gelatin, or
they
do you have to
can.
make it yourself?
I'm saying they can, right? So
Also, you could just. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's already a thing probably.
a moral human trafficker. Though the phrase moral human trafficker sounds like a bit of an oxymoron, it rang true when a British model was drugged and kidnapped. A human trafficking group based out of the Middle East kidnapped a model after luring her to Italy for a photo shoot. After transporting her to a remote house in her car's trunk, the alleged kidnapper kept the model captive for almost a week. He sent the model's family a ransom note demanding a steep price for their daughter's safe return. The kidnapper had a change of heart after some time, however, after finding out that the model was a young mother. He knew he had to release her, since the trafficking group he was associated with couldn't fetch a high price for young mothers. In a twist of events, the subsequent court case revealed that the kidnapper might be a serial liar. Documents show that he did not belong to the alleged human trafficking group and had instead falsified his story to scare the model into complying. At first, the perpetrator also tried to defend himself by saying that the model plotted a staged kidnapping with him to boost her public profile. That is the story on the dark web.
So, by the name, completely wrong.
It's
from the
a human
story.
trafficker who had a quote unquote moral moment. He's like, "Oh, you are with child? I can't sell you now."
You are with child.
Well, young mother, right?
Oh.
So it's like we'll get you back to your 2-year-old or something.
Mm.
I don't know. That story just sounds so dumb. I think that's the fake one. That was just too convoluted.
Right. Next one is the jilted lover enacts revenge.
No, that's the fake one.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
A Pennsylvania man was recently convicted of buying an illegal firearm on the dark web to carry out a homicide on his wife's other lover. Police were notified of the unfolding crime when the cheating man's neighbor called 911 after hearing several gunshots. When police arrived at the scene, they used police dogs to track the man down in a nearby forest. After questioning the man as to how he planned out the crime, he said that he was an avid fan of the show How to Get Away with Murder. Additionally, the man used Google to research dark web firearm sales. Though the man tried to cover his internet tracks by using a library computer to conduct research, he failed to cover his tracks in real life, seeing as muddy footprints were left behind at the scene that were later used to convict him. That one is, I actually have a story outside of this about something about this, like a similar story.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the 3 stories of things that happened on the dark web. Somebody selling vegan products on the dark web for some reason, a moral human trafficker, and a jilted lover who got caught because he didn't cover his tracks.
I could totally see that being the dude trying to take all the super smart steps and then just like not wiping off his feet as he walks away from the crime scene.
Oh.
Like, I could totally see that being the case.
Right.
Yeah, I think that one's real just because it happens so often that that's probably something that actually happened. Even if the story itself is fake, that's like, I feel like that's just like, yeah, that could have happened for real. So I think that there's just too many coincidences for it to be a fake story, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like just in general, like there's definitely someone out there that got in that exact situation. Either that or they wrote the story and made it so real that they were like, this could definitely happen to somebody, just so that it throws us off the track. What do you think?
I mean, they all could happen.
Yeah, somebody could be selling
I think-
vegan products on the
I want to
dark
go back
web.
to the vegan one. I think the vegan one is the fake. Is there really a big market for like the small portion of drugs that aren't vegan? I don't know.
What's your guess? Final
So
answer?
you're going vegan.
I'm going
Yeah.
vegan.
Locking in?
I think I'm going to go the middle one.
The
Okay.
middle one?
Just so one of us can be right, hopefully.
Super
Moral human
convoluted
trafficking.
human trafficking thing.
Human trafficking. Yeah.
I was just thinking about that because like I could totally see the model hiring someone.
Quick, you choose which one. Which one do you think is fake?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
I think the third one.
Okay, so we were both wrong?
damn.
Yeah, it's the third one. And
I
Stupid.
talked myself out of picking the third one, but I guessed it right by the name.
So it still doesn't count.
yeah.
Well, I got like half a point.
One for one.
got-
Right,
half a
1 for
point.
1. It's the third one, and that's because the thing that gave it away was
The word homicide.
that he did a
Oh.
Google search on the dark web.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you can't get there that easily. It's blocked. You have to go through different avenues.
Well,
and
just
different-
google.com/dark web, right?
I feel like
Yeah.
Google is just a search word.
Yeah, I thought
But
I was
it's-
thinking like
It's
the
like
verb.
if you're using Bing, you're still Googling something. You're
Who
not
uses the-
Binging it.
What?
If you're using Yahoo Answers, you Googled it.
Like Google
No.
verb
I don't-
to look something up online. Like that's
That's how you guys use it?
Yeah.
I don't use it that way at all.
I don't even go to Google when I search things. I type
don't
it in the
either.
search bar. I type it in the like where you type the URL.
But do you use their
That's
website?
how I Google things.
Do you use Google to do it?
what's
No,
your
I
default
type
search
it in
engine.
the URL.
Well, yeah, but that uses a default
Google.
search engine.
Yeah. So
I
are you
guess.
using-
It usually sends it to Google.
Yeah.
I think
But-
that is absolutely the common vernacular.
Mhm.
Weird. I don't use. I use search.
Nah,
Searched up.
look it up.
Google
Well,
it.
Google
probably-
it. It's all
Um,
synonyms.
But what's funny on here is it says if you're curious about the first story, check out all the details here. Should we check it out?
No.
Nah.
Gotta get some.
That is
grade
funny that
A
they, like-
vegan drugs.
All right, we got a true story, a fake story. What do we? Let's do a third story, but let's just plug our ethical beliefs.
You want to
That
do
is
crystal
so
meth, but you
good.
don't want to hurt animals.
This was ethically sourced, all vegan.
Uh-huh.
But no, there was a true crime story that I saw where it was this girl who started watching a lot of true crime, listening to a lot of true crime podcasts, and she got curious about what it'd be like to actually kill. She's like, why is it that Ted Bundy, all these people were just like killers? Why
Yeah,
were they?
we've all
Why
thought
weren't
that.
they? Nope. Why weren't they consumed with like guilt? What kept them going? Why was like a drug to them?
Oh, you're right. We've never thought that.
Yeah, so she started to devise a plan, and she disguised herself as a high school student going to school, and she met with a tutor that helps teach high school students, help them get their passing grades.
Mm-hmm.
And she met with them all throughout their junior year and then into their senior year. And it's about a year and a half-ish roughly of tutoring. And at the point, the girl's like, okay, I'm integrated enough into this person's life that A, I have a relationship with them so I can know how that feels. Nobody's going to suspect me right off the bat because I've been with them for a year and a half.
This is so elaborate.
Yeah. She then goes over for not her tutoring session, but a different day, saying, hey, can we meet up extra today? And she doesn't send the message. She actually goes there, knocks on the door. And she's like, oh, yeah, we can do yours today instead of tomorrow, whenever it was supposed to be. And then she murders her, chops her up,
Sure.
cleans her house, puts her into a suitcase, and gets an Uber to the trails, right? Uber drops her off, and then she leaves with her suitcase into the trail. Now, she goes back and gets caught later on because the Uber driver kept thinking about it. And he's like, who brings like a whole ass suitcase on a trail?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is weird. I feel like she was acting weird on the thing. So he says to police, hey, I don't trust what happened, but this happened here. Here's the footage on my dash cam of it all. They do that. They go and search that trail. They find the suitcase and the woman that's been chopped up or murdered in front of it, or inside of it. And they like looked it over, and everything else was covered. There was no like evidence of her at the house. It wasn't her normal time. There was just, she would have gone away with it if it weren't for the Uber driver being like, that's weird.
For that meddling Uber driver.
Yeah.
His stupid dog, too.
Right? Which is crazy, right? And I used to think, there's no way that's true. But then this year, we've had the dude who broke out of prison, was able to run away for like 3 weeks before anybody could find him. And then right now in Maine, we have the dude that killed 18 people, and they still haven't caught him as far as I know of today.
Yeah, they haven't caught him. Have you told us this Uber story before?
I think I've told, not on the podcast, but I think on the podcast.
I was having like
Deja vu.
delirium, deja vu.
Yeah, you
Hair and
said
everything.
it before. I wasn't going to stop you, though, because it's the Halloween special.
Oh, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I also genuinely don't trust people that watch a lot of true crime because it to me, if you're watching true crime to that extent, something has to be wrong with you. I'm sorry, but like, it's not natural to watch and consume
You're fine.
hours of your day every single day about people dying.
Does the anime weeboo?
I don't watch that much anime.
You're a self-proclaimed weeb.
I am not a self-proclaimed weeb.
Yeah, on the pod.
Where?
Bet.
Okay,
I'll find it. Bet.
I think
Bet.
in
Right
my
now.
head-
Bet.
Okay, what?
1 hour.
No, whoa, that's a big
1
thing.
hour. That's how confident I am. 1 hour.
What constitutes me saying I am a self-proclaimed weeb? Is that what we're looking for? Or if I said like has weebs as ourself, but that could be taken as a joke
No, you saying I'm a weeb.
in a non-joking way.
You say, if you specifically say I'm a weeb, I only watch anime. That is the quote that we're looking for.
I don't think you're gonna find that.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
find it.
My thing is it
I'm
me
gonna-
saying
or
I'm a weeb?
something paraphrasing that
But
specifically.
my thing is it wouldn't count if it's done in a joking way.
Okay, well, we'll say if there's a gray area, then neither of us win. But don't try to wiggle out of it.
I'll do 30 minutes. I'm not
You'll-
going to do an hour.
You're not gonna do an hour?
No, that's just such a steep bet. That's insane. All of them have been like 10, 15 minutes. I'm not
I
going
was just waiting for Braden to go back to us hating Anthony and be like, an hour with you? Not worth it.
All right, 30 minutes. Shake on it.
15 minute.
30.
I'll do 30 minutes. Go back and
Ooh,
find
you
it.
have to shake on it? We didn't shake. Nailed it.
No,
They had a bet
it's just
earlier
his
today.
first time. It's
Yeah.
his first time losing, so I had to get him
Oh.
to shake on it.
So I was just picturing her like lugging a
Heavy.
full human-sized suitcase. She didn't chop it up very well. Like it's just like the same.
It's just a coffin, but it
yeah,
has wheels
it's just
on
like 5.5, 6 feet long, and like lugging it in has to like stick it out the
Yeah.
window.
She
And the
gets
Uber
a-
driver's like, "What the?" hell?"
it. She gets out and grabs like a dolly out of the trunk and puts a coffin on it. It's just my suitcase. I know it's weird. And then she walks out pulling the dolly.
Goth girls. Wouldn't because her location on her phone would also
Yeah.
So like as soon as it was reported, she has all the evidence against her at that point.
yeah. Once they get that key piece, it's just like, boop, done. You're caught. You're a loser, and a murderer, and that's crazy. And
Yeah,
I am afraid of
loser.
people that watch true crime because
I was
'Cause you
also
read
thinking
one story.
it would be a really
just
funny.
in general.
It would be a really funny like setup to a rom-com.
What?
Well, it's just like, it's like the crazy person watching the true crime or whatever, and then they're like, I want to see if I could get away with murder. I want to see if I could do it. And so they go develop this relationship. Let's pretend they're like 18.
Okay, no, I
don't
see
know how
what
old she
you
is,
mean.
but- And then like after a year, they're like, okay, I said I was going to kill him now, but I kind of love this person. Like I fell for him, you know?
Mhm.
That's how you get Sweeney Todd.
What does that have to do with Sweeney Todd?
You get like a couple, and the one that wants to be the murderer opens up a barber shop and just kills people there instead, bakes them into pie.
You're assuming the other person wants to be...
Yeah, they both fall in love with each other,
okay.
get into their own interests, and then they Sweeney Todd. I thought you were gonna say the exact situation leads into a rom-com, like all that happens, and then that's the
And then
pilot
she falls in
episode.
love with the
and then-
Uber episode or
No,
the
no.
Uber driver.
That's the pilot episode, and then the rest of it is the Uber driver and the police officer fall in love, and then like crime's never mentioned again.
So it's like not even about.
Yeah,
it.
I thought you were like, that'd be a really good like, yeah,
No,
like a
I-
bait and switch.
I was just thinking, like, because you're spending so much time and you're like, I want to develop a relationship with them, so when I kill them, it means something.
Man, imagine if movies were actually like that though.
There are movies that do that bait and switch like that.
where you're like, oh man, I got tricked into a rom com again, and then and then the crowd laughs. You know?
Well, did you see Deadpool 2's, I think it was Deadpool 2, maybe Deadpool 1, their main marketing campaign was trying to sell it as a rom-com, like Ryan Reynolds falls in love with what's-her-face,
It was
Really?
both, yeah.
so that you could trick your girlfriend and go in to see it with you?
Or no, one was it was released on Valentine's Day as a
Yeah, it
rom-com.
released on
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
That was the first one.
Yeah,
That's
that
funny.
was hilarious.
Completely unrelated, but I mentioned something earlier about
We
high
could tie it
school.
in.
I think the second one was a family movie.
We grew up outside of vapes in high school.
Yeah,
Did you have vapes in high school?
I mean, I personally didn't, but
Like, were they a thing?
but it was a
yet?
thing.
It was a thing when you were in high school.
Yeah, people had like full on mods. It was like the rage.
Because I don't think they were even like a thing yet when I was in high school.
No, they were your last year.
My last year, I don't think so.
They were because I took shop year last year. I specifically remember it was my first year,
Mm.
so it had to be your last year. And kids were vaping in the shop.
Weird.
Owned.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're not the same as me.
Nope.
We're the same.
My generation did real drugs.
Nope. Yeah, my generation. When I was in school, people wouldn't ask me if I wanted to go vape. They would ask me if I wanted to go do shrooms or acid.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was like,
I got a lot of asking me to do spice or weed.
Nobody ever invited me.
that's good. You didn't give off druggy vibes, I guess. I don't know why I did. It was maybe it's the groove. It's the funk that I,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yeah. The disco fever.
Yeah, it was the disco fever. Like, dude, this guy knows how to get down.
Yeah.
You can get giggy with it. He's gonna,
Diggy.
yeah.
Giggity giggity goo.
He's like, anyways, I spent some time getting to know you guys. I'm gonna murder you now.
Yeah, now that I was like, I don't know if I can do it, and now I definitely can.
Okay.
No, I'm just gonna write you a prescription to shut the fuck up. I actually need that though.
Oh, honestly, that says I
It
have
sells the
cancer.
cost of it.
It says I have cancer. Shut the fuck up and die.
Doctor's orders.
Get cancer unless you can solve this.
Fuck.
I don't even know what an imaginary number is.
Can you imagine Saw like that instead of?
You want to play a game? Do my math homework.
It's you have some angsty teen that's kidnapping everybody, putting them in a room, saying, "Solve this math equation. If you don't, I'm giving you AIDS, and you're gonna die."
They pull out their phone to use their calculator. No calculators. You're not gonna have one of those. I wonder what math teachers say nowadays. Do they just let you have a calculator? Like, right?
No, they're like, that's you can cheat on your phone, so you can't use it.
Oh yeah, that's probably.
Well,
true.
I'm always gonna have a phone.
Yeah.
One day you're gonna be abducted by a crazy teen who makes you solve math equations.
Okay.
That's what I'm actually going to say if I ever become a math teacher.
Do it.
I'm going to be like,
Commit to the bit.
Are you gonna
seen
become a
Saw?
math teacher?
Go back to school, learn or get whatever teaching stuff you need.
if I went, I mean, I could definitely
You don't need a
see
degree
myself.
to be a substitute.
I could definitely see myself delving like hardcore into math, but I don't want to. I'd rather do physics or something.
Good.
I mean, physics has a lot of math in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like math that makes sense to me.
But
But
we're back to Jack Black.
we're back to Jack Black.
Yeah, he became a substitute teacher in that one movie.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Mm,
Schoolhouse Rock.
Yeah.
Schoolhouse Rock?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was School of Rock.
Yeah, that one. I have a random question for you guys. It's completely unrelated and it's not Halloween. I've been thinking about it. Why do we spend so much time training babies to go to the bathroom inside diapers to then right afterwards spend even more time training them to not go to the bathroom in diapers? It doesn't make sense. Like, why don't we just skip a
They
step?
can't control it.
Yeah, you can.
I think Braden, are you under the impression that you have to teach your baby how to go potty in the toilet or in the diaper? Like, you don't spend time training them.
They just do it. Because they go to the bathroom wherever they want.
I think you could train them to use the toilet right away.
I think you're crazy.
Nope.
Okay, we all adopt a baby, newborn. We try it. Braden, you start.
I'll start. So I was
No,
asking people about this, and there's actually a trend of people doing that. Because when you're with your baby a lot, you start to notice there's signs of, oh, they're going to use the restroom soon.
Okay.
So you immediately take them into the restroom where you have a little like miniature toilet for them,
Mhm.
and you put them on there, and they use that.
So they're just potty training
I
early.
used to have one.
Yeah, there's party training them from the very beginning.
I used to have one of those.
From the very beginning? Then why do you still piss your bed?
Well, it feels so nice and warm. In the
It's all
morning.
warm and,
Yeah.
sloshy. I like it. That's gross. You're disgusting.
That just sounds so hard.
It's not. You just got to let it go.
No.
I just think we have a lot of people that have a hard time doing that transition when they're older, that we should just start them earlier. Like, there's so many kids that just piss themselves up until they're 25 years old, and then
Okay. That's enough of that. That was funny, but I'm done.
I agree. It is enough of that.
yeah, you
Yeah.
need to stop. You're not sleeping over
But
my house
no, like
anymore
trying to
because of
train a
that.
newborn just sounds
worth
impossible.
it. Sounds worth it. So
That's like,
satisfying.
what? Why don't we just teach babies to talk right away?
Yeah.
We do, don't we not?
None of that goo goo gaga
It doesn't
bullshit.
really work.
You use
don't
words.
I don't think you actively try to teach the baby to talk.
Psh, you don't have a kid. You don't know.
You've never
True.
seen a baby. You've never seen a mom go, "Mama, mama,
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
what
checkmate.
happens?
goo goo,
They're the
gaga."
no. More often than not, the baby says the wrong parent, right? Like when you're trying to teach it, mama, mama.
I don't
mama,"
know.
They're like, daddy. No.
But hold on.
They're
So
like,
that just
"Our Lord
implies
and-
that you
our
can
Lord
teach a
and
kid by telling it the opposite.
Our Lord and Savior Darth Sidious. Yeah.
Can you imagine like Mormon parents? They're just raising their kids to be holy by like reciting the Satanic Bible, so they start
Hail Satan.
reciting.
Hail Satan. Hail
Praise
Satan.
Jesus! Praise Jesus!
Yes. I mean, no. Got him. Stupid babies.
We got you.
Don't understand reverse psychology. Pathetic. And then you kick the baby over.
But then that would counteract the trying to potty train them right away, right?
Oh,
If you're like,
true.
go potty in the toilet, and they're like, nope, I'm gonna wait until you strap something to me.
All I'm saying is I want to be a diaper-free establishment one day.
Good luck.
One day. He's not right now.
You didn't need to point that out. The joke was better if it was left alone, okay? I think that we're coming to the end of the episode, and I want to see which one of us has the best costume on. And I think
Me.
there are two really good ways to figure it out. A rock, paper, scissors battle between the three of us, and then the viewers, the neighbors will comment down below and let us know which one they liked the
Bro, I
most.
already know I'm not going to win.
So we
I'm
ignored the
literally
rock, paper,
wearing
scissors?
I'm literally
No,
wearing a
We take
sweater
the answer
thing.
that's correct. Right? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot? Is that how we're doing it? Anthony, put your hand out.
I'm going to lose.
This is the only way you can
Don't
win.
be lame. Put your
Okay,
hand
I'm
out.
going scissors.
Don't go. No. Don't be lame. This is why nobody likes you. All right, ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ooh,
I'm out.
Braden's out.
I win. Right?
No.
Oh. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh! Buddy has the best costume.
True.
Let us know if you agree or if you think it's actually me. I will.
I
make it
honestly, I think it's. I'm sorry, buddy, but
I think I
it's
can get my V
Braden.
deeper.
I think it's Braden and then Buddy second, close second.
All right, well, we can't do this too much longer on YouTube, so
Follow us on Patreon to see us really get
Guys,
down and
mine
dirty with
unbuttons
it.
the wrong way.
Oh, is that the like equivalent? So like men wear the deep V's and women have like the skirts that just.
They have the tall.
Or can that be a man
They
thing
have the
too?
tall A's. They can be a man thing. Kilts.
Yeah, I like the
The kilts, but
I like the skirts that go all the way. Have you seen the ones where they go all the way up the hip?
I hate them because when I twirl in them, my dick always shows. It is titled, I couldn't hide the disappointment in my eyes as I held my crying newborn daughter. The 2-sentence horror story for this is, I turned to my wife, where she lay strapped to the bed, let the girl fall to the floor, and unzipped my pants and said, let's hope lucky number 7 brings us a boy. I don't like that one.
what?
Uh,
No, pass.
No.